JR Motorsports and Dale Earnhardt Jr. have dropped a bombshell on Nascar by announcing the reintroduction of the classic number 8 font, a design eternally associated with the Earnhardt family and immortalized by Dale Earnhardt Jr. This is more than simply a number. It represents decades of racing history, fan dedication, and family legacy. The statement, announced on Monday morning, startled both fans and the NASCAR community. After years of utilizing a custom typeface on their cars, JR Motorsports is reintroducing the classic Dale Earnhardt Inc. font for the 2025 NASCAR Xfinity Series season. Sammy Smith, a rising talent in the sport, will drive the #8 Chevrolet, continuing on a history that has enthralled spectators for centuries. Dale Jr. expressed his excitement over the decision, stating, "It is awesome to have this number in this font back at JR Motorsports this year, and I can't wait to see it on the car in Daytona. That's going to be a pretty awesome feeling for me personally. Sammy is going to do a great job with it. Excited to have that number out there, and I know everybody else is as well." This rejuvenation did not occur by accident. Dale Jr. recovered the copyright for the number 8 font this summer after his stepmother, Teresa Earnhardt, let it lapse. Despite their occasionally tumultuous relationship, there appeared to be a shared sense of the significance of upholding the family tradition. Dale Jr. went further. "No matter where our relationship has been over the years, I always trusted Teresa to protect my legacy, and she trusted my sister Kelly and me to do the same." This decision was about more than just nostalgia. It was about ensuring that the Earnhardt name and racing legacy continue to inspire future generations. The number 8 has great significance in the Earnhardt family's history. Ralph Earnhardt, Dale Jr.'s grandfather, utilized the number to win 2 straight NASCAR Limited Sportsman Championships in 1959 and 1960. Dale Earnhardt Sr. used the number throughout his racing career, participating in what is now the Xfinity Series throughout the 1980s. For Dale Jr., reviving the typeface is a means to link today's fans to a decades-long racing tradition. But that's not all, as the return of Budweiser, one of NASCAR's most renowned sponsors and a brand associated with Dale Jr.'s early career, heightens the significance of the news. Budweiser and Dale Jr. forged an iconic alliance that defined an era in NASCAR, and their reunion has attracted tremendous interest. Dale Jr. personally reached out to Budweiser to explore the possibility of reuniting, recalling, "We were thinking about not running the race, but we called Bud. I said, man, if we're going to do this, we've got to do something really cool." While many of the people who worked with Budweiser during Dale Jr.'s first association are no longer participating, he was impressed with the current team's knowledge of the Red Bud car's history and cultural importance. Dale Jr.'s reconnection with Budweiser is very emotional. He offered a moving story about the brand's assistance during one of his most emotional times in his career. When Dale Jr. announced his retirement from Cup racing, Budweiser produced an emotional commercial including a song by Lord Huron, one of his favorite bands. Dale Jr. was extremely moved by Budweiser's self-funded effort. "That was something they didn't have to do," he said. "It's an incredible opportunity for me to be able to reunite with Budweiser. We've always supported each other over the years. Representing that brand on the racetrack again is going to be really special." The restoration of the number 8 and the Budweiser alliance will make its debut during the South Carolina 400, which will take place at Florence Motor Speedway on the Saturday before Thanksgiving. This 400-lap spectacle features a 250-lap late-model stock race and 150 laps of local events and heat races. Dale Jr. has a close connection to Florence Motor Speedway, describing the worn-out track as one that requires strategy and expertise. "I love the long late-model stock events," he explained, underlining how these races require drivers to mix aggressiveness and finesse. Dale Jr., who has competed in the South Carolina 400 numerous times, sees the event as an opportunity to engage with grassroots racing enthusiasts. "The atmosphere is what makes it special," he added. "It's a throwback to the roots of our sport. It's the kind of racing that built NASCAR into what it is today." This event has particular significance for Dale Jr., who feels that displaying the famous number 8 in this environment would inspire a new generation of racing fans. Sammy Smith, a promising NASCAR star, will drive the #8 car for the 2025 season. Smith is only 21 years old and has already displayed great skill, consistency, and commitment. In his first 2 seasons in the Xfinity Series, he won once every year, with 6 to 7 top 5 finishes and more than 15 top 10 finishes each. Reflecting on his journey, Smith said, "Switching teams and moving to JR Motorsports was a big learning curve for me, but I feel like we started to click at the end of the year, and I'm excited to see what 2025 brings." Smith will be part of a strong JR Motorsports roster, including reigning champion Justin Allgaier and newcomers Carson Kvapil and Connor Zilisch. The mix of youth and expertise on the team is supposed to stimulate growth and collaboration. There's a lot of talent and youth, Smith added. I think we can grow off each other and push each other to get where we all want to be by the end of the year. The euphoria around the reintroduction of the number 8 and Budweiser relationship extends beyond the racetrack. JR Motorsports is also capitalizing on the occasion, releasing new goods and collectibles. Dale Jr. mentioned that the crew has been working hard to develop new goods, such as die-cast versions of the car. Dale Jr., an avid collector, is especially excited about this component of the project. "I've always been a massive die-cast fan," he said. "It's going to be cool to see this car added to my collection." Beyond products, Dale Jr. believes that the return of the number 8 and its association with Budweiser will have a beneficial influence on grassroots racing. He hopes that this news will attract more spectators to local tracks, notably Florence Motor Speedway, and expose more people to late-model stock racing. He also emphasized the value of streaming networks like Flow Racing, which make grassroots events more available to a larger audience. "Our streaming partners are critical to the success of grassroots racing," Dale Jr. stated. "There's a ton of people who would love to watch these races, but just don't know how or where to find them." Looking ahead to 2025, Dale Jr. intends to concentrate on the Cars Tour and his announcing obligations. He plans to compete in 3 to 5 Cars Tour races this year, particularly at the beginning and end of the season. He also hinted at the prospect of another Budweiser-sponsored event, albeit the specifics remain unknown. Dale Jr. expressed amazement at how successfully the present announcement has been kept under wraps. "It's hard to keep things a secret these days, but we managed to pull it off," he said. This statement is part of a larger movement in NASCAR that celebrates nostalgia and legacy. For Dale Jr., the reintroduction of the number 8 and the Budweiser collaboration is about more than just personal legacy. It's about recognizing the sport's heritage and connecting fans to its grassroots origins. The famous red Budweiser vehicle and number 8 have long been connected with some of NASCAR's most memorable events, and their rebirth demonstrates the ongoing link between the past and the present. Fans have also welcomed the nostalgia, filling social media with stories of Dale Jr.'s early career and the famed Budweiser car. The news was teased with vintage images, including a 2004 photo of Dale Jr. clutching a massive Budweiser can, which caused enthusiasm among fans. These moments demonstrate the Earnhardt legacy's eternal appeal and link to the sport's golden era. As Dale Jr. navigates his duties as team owner, announcer, and driver, he maintains a key connection between NASCAR's illustrious history and hopeful future. Whether he's coaching rookie drivers like Sammy Smith, leading the resuscitation of a famous font, or advocating grassroots racing, Dale Jr. is sure that his family's history and the spirit of NASCAR go on. What your thoughts on Dale Jr. going back to the old ways? Are you enjoying the vintage retake of the car? And will you be watching JR Motorsports and the number 8 squad next year? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.